Alright, so this morning I have the youngins out here scooping poop. So we're getting the rabbit manure out of our rabbit room.
He doesn't want to.
I've got, it looks like Pierce supervising.
Yeah, I'm motivating them. No, he ain't.
And then we've got...
Get to work!
Randy, there's some right here. There's a lot right here.
Okay, and we've got
Behind you.
Evie appears to be supervising as well. Looks like Brandon is doing all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, they're shoveling. They're
I think
shoveling.
Elizabeth's giving all of the commands.
I'm giving.
She's the big boss. So this manure is going to go out here into the raised beds that we put in. We set these up maybe a month ago, something like that, a month and a half ago. But the goal on these is to replace the area where we had the in-ground garden this past year that got taken over by weeds. So
Yes, I am.
instead we're doing these 2 long raised beds. I'm going to add one more in here. I just haven't done it. What we've done, and what I showed you earlier in the video, was all the cardboard that we put down. And this has actually sat out here for, like I said, about a month and a half at this point. So the cardboard is actually breaking down a little bit. They're scooping all of the rabbit manure into the beds. I'm going to come back and use a hoe and just kind of spread that out so it's not in such concentrated piles. So it'll be throughout these beds. We're also going to be scooping out the chicken rooms, and that's going to be going in here as well. Now, chicken manure is a hot manure and technically needs to compost for a little while. But we've got probably about a month and a half before I'm going to be planting potatoes in these beds. So it's got some time to break down, and not all of it is going to be hot, fresh manure. Quit chasing the sheep! So these will be heavy with manure. We'll add the broken down composted cow manure as well to top all this off and mix in, so it's not going to be super concentrated with the real heavy manures of the rabbit manure and the chicken manure. So this is the onion patch, and we have several beds of onions. That had some carrots in it over there. But after the hard freeze that we had earlier in the week, and the end of last week, earlier this week, it's done a lot of damage to the winter garden. A lot of these still have some green down here, so I'm hopeful that we'll have some of them that come back. I think some of them are lost causes, so our onion crop this year will definitely not be what it was last year, just because of the extended hard freeze that we had. Here in Alabama, we usually don't get below about 17 degrees, and it doesn't stay that cold very long. Over the end of last week, early this week, we had 3 or 4 days that didn't really get above freezing, and we had some temperatures down to as low as 11 degrees here. So pretty much everything out here in the winter garden that typically would do pretty well throughout the entire winter took a real beating with those temperatures like that. Even covering this stuff would not have helped due to the extended period of time that everything was, that the temperatures were below freezing, and not just below freezing, but down near averaging probably around 20 degrees for about 3 days. But we did get as low as 11 degrees one morning. So this is what the winter garden looks like right now. It's pretty sad. We've got some garlic. I mean, it'll do fine. It'll come on. It didn't really bother it that much. Of course, strawberries can take the cold really well. So, you know, we have some strawberries that are perfectly unfazed by that weather. But our carrots and onions, which usually I can grow really well throughout the entire winter here in East Central Alabama, are down to little nubs. So a little disappointing, but we'll see what happens with some warmer temperatures over the next few weeks. Today actually feels fantastic. I think we're in the high 50s, low 60s right now, so it's gorgeous out here today. But yeah, definitely some cold weather this past week. So this is our wood ash pile. We run a wood burning stove in our house pretty much all winter, and that's our primary source of heat in the house. So we end up with a lot of ash. Mostly what we burn is oak. So this ash is really great for the soil. It has a lot of potassium in it, and it's a natural way to build your soil back up every year. Now, wood ash is very alkaline. So if you already have alkaline soil, it may not be the best thing for your soil as far as putting potassium back into it. But where we are here in the southeast, we have very acidic soil. So a lot of people will lime their soil every year to get that acid level down to the ideal vegetable growing pH range. So every late winter, I take a lot of this stuff and I go around and I put some into my raised beds, and I put some in around my trees. So right now we're going to go and put this around our junipers. And I usually just put one of these little shovelfuls around each one. I'm going to put 1 bucket per raised bed just to add some potassium back to our soil and help build it organically, in addition to raising the alkalinity, because like I said, our soil is very acidic here, so even the manures that we put in are pretty acidic. So you want either to lime your beds or you can use wood ash. And I'm just going to kind of spread this out throughout the bed. All of this is going to get mixed in as we add more manure and more compost to fill these beds up. We'll add the rest of this as we get more manure in here so that it's sprinkled pretty evenly throughout. So we're getting our crepe myrtles done the same way we did our junipers. We're adding about a scoop of the wood ash around each one just to add some alkalinity back to the soil and plenty of potassium. It'll help their blooms this summer whenever they start blooming out. Just a quick peek at our strawberry plants. They did really well throughout the cold weather. These are super hardy plants. I mean, they can take the cold, they can take the heat, and just keep on keeping on. So, oh, we got Kitty over there. Got him a warm spot. So the last thing we're going to be applying our wood ash to today is our pecan trees. I've got several rows of pecan trees here in the front yard, and we're going to go and put anywhere from 1 to 3 scoops of the wood ash around them, depending on the size. These bigger pecan trees will get 3 scoops all around the drip line, and the smaller ones probably just 1 scoop. So this is how I do it. I just apply 1 scoop in about 1/3 of the drip line, so that comes out to about 3 for the whole tree. That's it. So we'll get all of these done. I'll show you on the smaller trees. They don't need quite as much of the wood ash. This little tree got torn down by the deer, so it's kind of struggled a little bit in the last year. We're just going to do 1 scoop around this, kind of like we did our crepe myrtles and junipers. It's much smaller and doesn't need quite as much. Babies! Come on! Come on!